Hey everybody, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to go from this to this using very inexpensive products, and it should take us only about 10 minutes. Let's go. So I don't know about you guys, but lately I have really been trying to get back to my roots in makeup. And what I mean by that is go back to what works for me. I've been trying all these techniques. There are all these like TikToks out and all these hacks and trends, but I really found that when I stick with the basics, what works for me is what works for me. I don't need to do too much to my face. I don't want to do too much for my face, nor do I have the time to do too much for my face. So I'm gonna take you guys through my simple everyday makeup routine. The first thing I do is go in with my moisturizer. Everything I'm using, I'm going to put a picture of it up so you can see the product. But the moisturizer I'm using is from the Outset. The key to any makeup looking fabulous and looking great is that you have a great base, and your great base starts with very moisturized, and you want to pick your moisturizer based on your skin type. So I have normal, sometimes combination skin, but leaning more towards normal. I don't have any like overly dry areas, but right now for some reason I am feeling like my skin is a little bit oily. So I'm not gonna go in with such a thick moisturizer. The Outset moisturizer is actually perfect. It's in the middle, it's lightweight, and also has just that little bit. The Outset moisturizer is perfect for me right now though, because I do feel my skin already having a little bit of oil, even though it's like freshly washed. And because I don't want to add too much more oil to my face and just look yuck within 2 hours after putting on my makeup, the Outset is perfect as it's lightweight. It doesn't have too much of an added oil to it, and I know that it'll last under my makeup while still giving me that natural glow underneath. Next, we're gonna go in with my favorite tinted moisturizer. I have been staying away from my foundations as of late. I think I do notice a lot of people have also been, going back to the tinted moisturizers or just like overhauling their foundations and only doing tinted moisturizers. They have never failed me. Each tinted moisturizer I have does not fail me. But my foolproof, my favorite, my baby is my Fenty Beauty Blurring Skin Tint, and I am in 18 with this. So I'm gonna go in, and put this just directly. You can put it directly onto your skin. I just don't want to mess up my clothes. So I'm gonna put it directly on my brush. This is my Morphe E6 brush. It's just pretty basic brush, but I find it the best to put on my tinted moisturizer. So I'm not putting too much on, so I'm going to stretch that first application as much as possible because I just want to bring color to my face. I'm not really looking to turn my tinted moisturizer into basically as heavy as a foundation. I noticed that a lot earlier on when I was just like learning what works best for my face. I would be putting way too much of my tinted moisturizer on my face, and then it ended up just looking cakey when it's supposed to actually look like you're just sun-kissed. The step I forgot to do was actually a first step I should have done, which is moisturize my lips. I'm instantly feeling a little bit drier on my lips, but I'm gonna go in with my Summer Fridays. This is the Lip Butter Balm in vanilla. I love, love, love this product. It will do wonders for your lips. I just carry two of them around. One is always in my bag, and then one is just always somewhere near me in the house. Increase your water intake for sure, but life is going on, things happen, but you can increase your water intake as well as continue to moisturize your lips. My favorite right now, like I said, is this Summer Fridays product. So that's done. So next step, we're gonna go in with our concealer. I'm gonna be using my Kosas concealer. I live by this concealer. It is literally the most hydrating concealer on the market. I know you have heard of it by now, so definitely don't wait anymore. Go get you some. I got this at Sephora, and I am 08W. It's just the perfect concealer. Also, if you're just going for that natural look, you're not really looking to have like a huge difference in your under eye color. This is an everyday makeup look, right? So you're not really trying to go for white under eye a little bit and then making it look like you just belong at night, right? So I put that on a bit under my eye and then just a little bit on the forehead. And I'm not gonna put some on my chin. Sometimes that makes me look kind of ashy. I kind of like, I don't know what the issue is, but I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to, like I said, we're going to keep it basic. I'm not going to do too much. So it's under my eye and right here, and I'm going to let it just get a little tacky. While that gets tacky, I'm actually just going to move on to my eyebrows. The two things I am loving for my eyebrows, this one is like a tried and true favorite. Always have used it, but this is kind of new for me. This is also by Kosas, and it's just a brow gel. Let me see what it's called. I'll put that up here, but it's just a brow gel in the color clear. I have like a brow deposit, but this just does a really good job. So I go over my brows, just like really make sure they're coated in the gel, and I just brush that right up. Get as much product on them. I love just a natural look. I don't like my brows to be too dark or just so overly emphasized. So this is a perfect start for them. And then I just go in and I underline lightly and then fill in. Because it's a little bit tough to do on camera, I'm going to go ahead and snap my fingers. And when I snap my fingers, my eyebrows will be done. So let's snap. All right, so brows are done. And I don't know what it is. It's the pressure of like feeling like you need to talk through your brows, and I can't do it. I cannot talk through my eyebrows. Maybe I'll create another video where you just know that you're expecting for me to be silent, maybe some music over it, and I'll show you guys how I do a natural brow, but this is what my brows look like. I have also seen people go in and just put a light concealer under their eyebrow to just clean it up a bit. Which I could do, you could do, but again, we're here for 10 minutes. I feel like that takes me a little bit of time to clean them up as well. So the natural brow is just fine. The next thing I'm going to go in is just my MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to go ahead and blend out my concealer. I use just a regular beauty blender for this. I feel like it just does it the best for me. And so I just blend it out this way. I do blend it all the way up to my temple. I feel like it's just the most natural lift for the face that way instead of just stopping it short right here. So I go all the way up to the temple, making sure not to go below my, like, what is this, your cheekbone? Yeah. Make sure not to go too far below the cheekbone and don't go too close to your like mouth crease. Again, we're making a natural look. So you're lifting everything up and drawing the light basically up to here. You don't want to draw too much light over here. Just blends out so nicely. Like, I just, look at this. This is just the best concealer. It's gonna stay like with this wet dewy look the entire day. Even when you put your setting powder over it, it's just gonna look that amazing the whole time. So Kosas, you knew what you were doing, girl. You knew what you were doing in that lab. All right, so that's it blended out. We blended it out all the way to our temples, and then we blended out in the center, just giving ourselves that dewy look locked in for the day. All right, because I don't really contour my face anymore, I feel like that is also saved for like when I'm using a foundation or when I know I'm going out at night or just like a heavier, fuller look. That's when I will use my like Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. But for a natural makeup look, dewy, all day, effortless look, I go in with my Makeup by Mario, and this is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in the color Dark. And I just use this. I've already like wet this beauty blender as well, so I just lightly tap and I just go in and I just put just a little on the forehead. Gorgeous girls have insanely large foreheads. There's something I definitely had to like talk myself through and into all through middle school, because I don't know what was going on, but listen, let's just say me and Riri had a lot in common. And then after my forehead, I go and just do lightly, just from my hairline right here, just below my temple. And I just drag it down just below where you stopped with that concealer. So this just gives my face like a little bit of structure. I have a pretty round face, no like, deep cheekbone. I mean, when I smile, I guess I have like prominent cheeks, but otherwise it's just pretty round, doesn't have too much dimension. So I find that when I use this sculpting, what is this? Soft Sculpt. It does give me a little bit of dimension. So again, right under where you stopped, your concealer. And then I go in and I just put a little bit here. You feel like it just defines that jawbone. All right, so that's done. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and actually put our powder over our concealer so to make sure that stays in place without creasing. I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier powder and then this Beauty Blender Puff. I love this buy. I got it from Ulta, maybe like late last year, but I've got a lot of questions about it over on my Instagram, and I've had to link it on my Shop My. It is the best beauty buy of last year for sure. So let's go in and lightly tap. I don't want to overdo the powder because I don't want to remove like that, again, dewy look from my skin. I'm just wanting to make sure that I don't have any creases as the day goes by. And so we're just lightly setting that. Okay, so our next step is going to be blush. I'm going in with my NARS, and this is the Dolce Vita, very light pink, very girly, very cutesy. And I'm going to go, so this is another thing I actually just realized. For me, if I go right at like where my cheek is and then just keep going up, it actually ends up being way too low on my face. Like I have the blush color right here. So what I'm going to do is actually go above that ball, the rounds of my cheek. I'm gonna go above and then just apply the blush here and a bit into my temple. I feel like that keeps my face looking youthful and looking pulled up rather than here where it just makes me look like, I don't know, a 6th grade social studies teacher or something. So tap off the excess blush. And then, like I said, if you need, to smile, be looking weird a little bit, do that to help guide yourself. So I'm gonna put it above that ball and then just follow up, everything in an upward direction. Get a little bit more, tap the excess. I'm gonna go again above, looking crazy, but it's for a cause. And then I go all the way up to my temple. And then I do like the look of putting a little blush on the nose. If you see me looking this way, it's my viewfinder. I'm still here with y'all. A little bit on the nose. All right. Okay, we're almost done, looking like a little bit of something. Like for me, it's been really hard to go out and not have a little something on my face. I am in the process of growing out my TWA, and some days I just feel like, oh my God, like it's just hard. It's difficult with certain lengths of like what it can do to your face, and it definitely helps to transform how I'm feeling and just like feel a little bit more confident in myself stepping out when I know that my hair is not at the length that I would like it to be for the moment. Let's go ahead and wrap this up with our last few steps. So the next thing I like to go in with is actually this super expired product that I have, but like, I don't know, I just was not using it so much when I first got it. And now I'm like, this is that girl. Like I get how to use it now and I just need to run through it, but it's super expired. Don't judge. This is my MAC Gold Deposit. Like if you did not have this when I bought it, like I didn't even wear makeup like that. It was just because everyone had this MAC Gold Deposit. You got MAC Gold Deposit. Yeah, I'm using MAC Gold Deposit. So I had to buy it. It's kind of like how I bought that Harry Potter book when I didn't even read the first book, but I bought like the 4th book just to carry it. I just wanted to fit in. And we're going to go in with this ever so lightly on the cheek, and then a little bit. I'm going to show you where I go ever so lightly on the cheek and just tap it, like graze it. And then I also go down here, a little bit above my lip, and a little bit at the tip of my chin. That's it. Gives, like, look at this perfect shimmer, perfect glow. I love, love, love Gold Deposit. Okay, so you want to go and make sure everything is blended in so you don't have any harsh lines. Like I can see, I don't know if you can see it, but I can still see where I blended my concealer up to. So I'm going to go in with my all over face powder. Again, this is from MAC. It is in dark tan. It's the mineralized skin finish. I'm using my brush, my Morphe M406 brush, lightly tapping, getting the excess off, and literally just going over everything on my face. just to make sure we're all copacetic. And if you want to, you can go ahead and reapply your blush just a bit. I think I'm gonna do that just because I really do like for my blush to stand out. So I'm just gonna put just a little bit more. I am not usually someone who does anything to my eyes, but I do have this Jaclyn Hill Morphe collab palette, and it has the prettiest neutrals in here, and I think I could do a little something. I'm showing off for you guys for sure, but while we're here, we can definitely get a little something off. I'm gonna use this brush. It's also a Morphe by Ariel, and it's the A14 brush. It's like really light, so I feel like I don't have to pick up too much of the color, which I don't want to. I'm not a person who like enjoys having eyeshadow. I don't know what's wrong with me. Someone has to do it for me. If I do it, I feel like it just doesn't really go. So I'm going to go in with Good Vibes, which just seems like pretty neutral to me. No huge commitment to it. So lightly just go over my lid. I feel like I'm coming closer and closer to the camera. Hey y'all, hi, how are you? So there's that. And then what I do think I'm gonna do, just to like really like define my eyes, since everything else is so natural and kind of like really warm, with just like some highlights here and there, I think I am gonna go under my eyes and just go in with like, let's see, cinnamon roll here, which is almost black. It's just super, super brown. And I'm just going to line my eyes just a little bit. BRB. Okay, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I just really like, you know, just a little bit of an eye definition. I love the shape of my eyes. I have like an almond eye, and I feel like this really makes it stand out without looking way too like, you know, emo or anything like that. And again, just still very light, very natural. So the next thing I'm going to go in with to finish off the eye is just my mascara. I've just been using my Sephora Big by Definition. This just gets the job done. If you guys have like any mascaras that you absolutely live by, let me know. But this, again, inexpensive, and I think it does a really good job. Also, who can do their mascara without looking all types of insane? Like, comment. If that's you, let me know what you do. I look... Child, I almost took my eye out. Okay, so that's done. Got the lashes out. And all right, so our face is done. So now it's time to set it. I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury Air Brush Flawless Setting Spray. Get all that together. Okay, so our last step is for the lip, and I'm gonna go in and just, again, keeping it super neutral, super natural looking. So I'm using my NYX Professional Matte Lip Liner, and this is in the color Downtown Beauty. Let's go in with that. Very natural line. Blur it a bit. And then I'm gonna go in with my Tower 28. This is a lip gloss, a tinted lip gloss, and it's in the color Almond. I love this moisture. It's like, again, I was about to say, I love this gloss. It's super moisturizing and not sticky. So I'll lightly apply. So this is the look. This does not take us more than 10 minutes, and you look extremely put together while still giving like a natural face, natural glow. And I feel like anyone can do this. The products are inexpensive. Again, everything is linked in my description. Also, all the products would have been shown on the screen. If you guys want to see more of these makeup tutorials, makeup looks from me, or you have any questions about what I asked, definitely leave it in the comments. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the like button as well. It lets the algorithm know that you want to see more of me. So thank you for tuning in again, and I'll see you guys next time.